Johnny's, I'm KO by KKB and I'm back with another tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'll be walking you through step by step, no cuts. Literally think of me as like your best friend on FaceTime with you, doing your makeup from start to finish. You're having a ball. You're going to learn everything because I'm going to share all the tips with you and I'm breaking down everything and I'm going to be doing everything with you. So you can just follow along and pause as you need to. And it will be perfect. So let's get right into it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss my videos coming soon. So the first thing I want you to do before you even put on your moisturizer, I mean, if you already have on your moisturizer, that's fine. But if you haven't, you know, the first thing you need to do is wash your face. But if you haven't put moisturizer on yet, that's perfect, because I think that the best thing to do after washing your face is your eyebrows. And that's because, I don't know if you realize, but sometimes when you do your eyebrows and you have moisturizer all over your face, you try to draw the eyebrow and product is slipping everywhere. See, I got you the tips. So you want to like hold off before you do the moisturizer, okay? And when it comes on to eyebrows, I don't want to complicate it too much for you, but basically the 2025, the most updated brow technique is to basically not overfill, okay? So you want to fill in where you need it only, but you're not trying to create big blocky brows or anything like that. So basically, if you look at my eyebrows, I have fullness at the front region. Right here is called the arch, because this is where the arch is created on the brow. I'm having a gap right here, right? And then my tail kind of feathers off. It's kind of thin, but it's okay. So mainly my sparse or my thin areas would be in my crease. Hear me? In my arch region. Sorry guys, I'm getting like, my brain is like doing something strange. But yeah, so it's in my arch region. So basically, I want to focus most of my brow product in that region. But before you want to start, you just want to brush your eyebrow hairs up at the front. And as you go towards the tail, you want to start brushing it around. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here is fluffing up the brows, brushing them through so that you can see the hair strokes very clearly and see like exactly where you need to fill in, okay? So the brow pencil I'm using is from KO Beauty, KO Beauty brow pencil, and basically I'm just going to go in this arch region here and fill in, right? So I would just do this, and I feel like sometimes people overcomplicate the whole brow thing. Like, why do you guys overcomplicate it? See, you just apply tiny strokes where you need it, and what you need to do is take your time. People just be overthinking brows. Like, don't overthink it. Less is more when it comes out to brows. See? Because you know the brows, they can change your face real quick if you do too much. So you never want to do too much in the brow. Alright, see? So I filled in the arch region. I'm just going to go to the tail and just fill it in a bit. And when it comes onto the front, notice I left the front. Even if you're like thin on the front, leave it for last, because the front region, as soon as it starts to get super thick and blocky, babes, yeah, it's gonna make your makeup look not as nice as you want it to, right? So you don't want to overdo the front too much. So basically I just brush the front up, and say if you really felt like you really need to fill in, you can just go in with the eyebrow pencil and just gently create a few strokes in the upward direction. You just gently brush, because you don't want to brush away the strokes that you just created. And here's a major tip. You see, when you do your brows, you always want to move back from your mirror, because when you move back from your mirror, you're going to get a better idea of how it's coming out, and also you're going to see if you need to fill in anything else. Okay, so always move back from your mirror when doing your makeup. It really helps to bring the entire picture together, if you know what I mean. Okay, all right, cool. So so this is the part that you probably want to skip if you already have a good concept on brows. But say if like your brow shape is just like, you can't fathom, like it's like, what the hell, you have no proper defined brow shape. All brows are beautiful though, okay? You don't have a proper you don't have a super defined brow shape and you don't know what to do, where to start. I'm just gonna give you a quick little overview, and if you want me to go more in depth on like a super brow video, comment down below, okay? I want you guys to interact with me, because I'm trying to figure out like what it is that people need, how I can help you guys, because I have a lot of knowledge when it comes on to makeup and other stuff, and I feel like I'm just ready to just give like I just really want to just share more knowledge with people. And yeah, so whatever you want to know, just comment it down below, okay? Now look, before I get ahead of myself, so basically you want to go by your nostril, right? This is what am I talking about? You want to go by the bridge of your nose. Sorry, the bridge. Okay. So this is the center of your nose bridge, and these are the sides of your nose bridge. So you want to go like right off the center of the nose bridge, and then you want to push the brow pencil up, right? And then just draw a straight line. You see the straight line? It's telling you where the brows should start, okay? Technically, that's where your brow should start. Like, that's where your tiny hairs should start to grow. And then you want to go back by the bridge of the nose, right? On the side, right here, on the bridge of the nose, but to the side. And then you want to point it through the pupil. The pupil is like the black part of my eye, okay? So the black circle, yeah? Point it through the pupil, up. And then you notice it's going to bring you right towards that arch region. That's how you know where your arch should be. And you can just draw a straight line like this, okay? And this is going to tell you where the arch should be, okay? The arch is like the highest point of your brow. It gives your brow the lifted look, okay? Then you're going to go to the nostril, okay? Not the bridge anymore, the nostril. And then you're going to point all the way up by the end of the eye. See, I'm passing through the end of the eye, and it's going to bring me here, which is the tail. So now we know where the brow should start, where the arch should be, and where the tail should be. And then the next step is to fill in only where we need to. So basically, actually no, let me think. Yeah, no. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to shape out your brows entirely using brow mapping, because that's what this is called. So basically, if you had no proper defined brow shape, this is how you would do it. But also, I must say, make sure if you struggle with your brows and you want to make your makeup look nice, just go and get your brows waxed, threaded, shape. Just have it professionally like cleaned up a bit so that you have more of a defined shape. Because even me, like if I don't try to shave a bit of it or something, like it's just going to be harder for me. And it really does impact the way the makeup look. Okay, so now we go to the front of the brow. And always stay within the brow, within where you see the hairs growing in the brow, right? So never go below the where the natural hair is growing, because it's going to make your eyebrows look thicker. We don't want that. So we want to keep it within the shape. So right where you see the eyebrow hairs stop growing at the end, that's where you should start filling. And basically what I'm going to do is create tiny hair strokes. I'm going to create like an outline, creating tiny hair strokes from the front of the brow through the arch, going towards the tail like this. Okay, so I'm going to do that on the hair like this, keeping within the natural brow shape. Then I'm going to go to the top, and I'm going to look for where the eyebrow hairs stop growing at the top. And this should be when your eyebrows are already groomed, waxed, or shaved, so you see, you know, more defined. And then you're going to go where the eyebrow hairs start growing, and then you're just going to create tiny strokes from the front of the brow, from the line, yeah, up to where the arch should be. This is my arch line here. And then bring it towards the tail. And don't overthink it. Like, so when it comes on the brows, the more you do it, the more it gets better. But I prefer this technique where you only fill in where you need it. But yeah, I'm just going to show you this as well. So basically, I'm going to start where the front line is. I'm going to create tiny hair strokes. Keep your line kind of light. But actually, you want it thick enough to the point where you can kind of see it. So it really creates like an outline for you. See? You see my line? Yeah, so that's the underneath outline, and then we're going to do the outline by the top of the brow, keeping it within the brow shape. And we go to the arch. You see when you go to the arch region here, you're going to have to do something like this. You're going to have to point the brow pencil down, okay? To bring it towards the tail. That's the only way you're going to get to the tail, so just be mindful. When you get to the arch, then you want to bring your eyebrow pencil down, okay? And make sure that you're doing it in tiny strokes, not just a straight line, okay? This is art, so we're never just doing one full line, okay? So now we have that, we can just use our finger and rub away the lines that was at the front. We can use our finger and rub away the line by the arch and by the tail. And now we're just going to use our brush and gently brush up, because what we're doing now is we're softening out the line. But you should kind of have a proper outline of what's happening on the brow, see? Remember, always move back to see what's happening. Soften out the line by gently brushing through it. And obviously, for the areas where you have less hair, you don't want to brush too hard, because if you brush too hard, you're going to brush away the outline, and we don't want that, right? We're trying to create the effect of brows in the regions where we don't have it. So now that we have the outline, and we'll brush it through gently to kind of just mesh in the outline with the brow so it looks natural. Now we're gonna look for the areas of our brow that is sparse. So for you, I don't know, maybe your tail region is sparse. You can start there and within the outline, and you just want to create tiny strokes just to build up the region, okay? So if it was here that was sparse for you, you just want to create tiny strokes and build up. Take your time. Like, never do this when you're in a rush. Give yourself, give yourself at least an hour and a half, like literally, of just like doing makeup. It's very fun, therapeutic, and that's how you're gonna learn. In order to learn anything, you cannot learn by moving fast. You have to always slow down, give it time and effort. That's how you learn anything in life, okay? It's never like a rush thing usually. Right, so see, I filled in where it was sparse, and wow, I feel like I'm even liking this brow more than this brow. Oh, okay. All right, so now we have it there, filled in the sparse region in the arch. Now, for the front, I don't want to touch it too much, but say if you had wanted to, you turn your brush to the side like this, to the side, and then you just want to create a few tiny hair strokes up. But when I tell you tiny, like a few, like barely do anything, because remember the brows that the brow hairs at the front, they're more thin and finer, so you don't need a heavy line. The key is to just take your time. Like, it should barely show. It should barely show, because that's the effect, that's the illusion we're creating. Okay, so now we have that, we have our brows. Perfect. Now we're gonna do a bit of outlining, and the outlining is gonna just help us to bring out the brow shape more, to clean it up so it looks more defined, more polished, because I know that's what we want. So now I'm just going to be using a Care Beauty concealer here. It's a shade number 7, and you can just use whatever concealer you have, but ensure that the concealer is either matching your skin tone or 1 shade, 2 shades lighter max. I don't want you to use anything super light, okay? So you can use a concealer that is your skin tone shade or just a little lighter, okay? So now this is an angled brush, and the brushes I'm going to be using today are all from Morphe to make it easy for you to know what to get, okay? And this brush is literally called the brow brush, and it is the M401. Guys, something is like there. I don't say something is wrong because that's negative, but like every time when I see numbers, I have to slow down real bad. Otherwise, I will just like say random numbers that I'm not seeing. Like I will just start saying random numbers that's in. I don't know. I'm just gonna, like, if I see 4, I'm gonna probably say 9. Like, I don't know if that's like I don't know. Yeah, so I have to always slow down when I say numbers. I'm more of like an artsy person than like a numbers person. But yeah, so this is shade number 7 in the Care Beauty Skin Essential Concealers, my favorite. These are the only concealers I use. And then we have our angled brow brush because the brow has an angle in it. We want to saturate the brush with the product, the top and the bottom. And here's a major key. You always want to run the product through the brush to work it into the brush so that it's evenly distributed, so that when you start to run it through the brow, when you start to run it by the skin on the brow, it comes out nice and clean. Okay, you want to get a good amount, just the right amount. Now, I'm not going to start in the front. I'm going to start by where the pupil is starting, or like the center of the brow region, okay? So like right after the front region, yeah, like right after the front of the brows, you can start. And basically what you're going to do is go as close as possible to the brow, right? And you just draw in a line. But here's the thing, just take your time and you just pull the line down. If you try to rush this, and you see, listen, I've done makeup for so long. I've taught so many people makeup, and I've seen a lot of stuff. I've learned a lot through doing makeup. And basically what I've learned about people is that they want to always move fast. Like, you cannot come to a makeup class trying to learn from someone who's been doing something for over 10 years and feel like they're gonna tell you how to do it, show you to do it one time. You're just gonna do, and it's gonna be perfection. If you haven't been practicing before, you're probably not gonna get it right moving so fast. So I always wanna slow down, okay? So I'm just drawing the line underneath the brow, as close to the brow as possible, and then pulling the line down at the same time. So you kind of want to outline a bit and pull it down a bit. Outline a bit and pull it down a bit. See? And when you get to the tail, you want to keep it sharp, because that's going to give you a nice sharp tail. Okay? No, so I don't think I'll ever, I think I don't think I've ever like posted a video this long on YouTube. I don't know how long the video is gonna be because I just started the video, but as I said, I'm not cutting anything out because I want you guys to just really connect with me and to have like your at-home makeup guide, you know, like your makeup friend. You just put me there on your phone screen and you're just doing your makeup in your room, your bathroom, put me on the TV, I don't know, whatever. So I've never done this before, so let me know like how you enjoy it or if I should keep doing it or what you think of it. Okay, so basically onto the next brow. So you create the outline right underneath the brow and pull it down. Create the outline right underneath the brow, pull it down. And also if you have any questions while doing makeup, comment them down below. I'm going to try my best to start like looking more. Listen, I've been having so much going on in my life. Like I've been just like going through a serious transition that is just like a pull. Like have you ever felt like a pull in a direction and you're just like, oh my god, this is literally kind of making my life so much more complicated, so much more, I don't want to say difficult, but it's just like making your life so much more complicated and you're just like, oh, why is this happening? But it's kind of like a good thing, and it's difficult, but it's kind of like a good thing deep down you know, so it's kind of like you have to go with it. That's where I'm at right now. So I've just been like trying to work with that. But yeah, the next thing you want to do after you've outlined, so this is what the outline will look like underneath. You want to grab any fluffy brush. So when I say fluffy, I mean like the brush bristles are like this, like they're pointing up, and when you do this you can kind of flicker around the, you can kind of just flicker the brush strokes. Yeah, so any fluffy brush really, or even your hand, and you can just, your ring finger, and you can just pull it down. So raise your eyebrows and just pull down the concealer onto your eyelid, lower onto your eyelid. And that's why I told you when you draw the outline to bring it down, because that's going to be easy for you. So you can just use your finger actually, but see if you don't want to get your hands dirty, because that's why they invent brushes, you know, because sometimes people don't want to get their hands dirty for real. And of course it makes the makeup more defined too. But yeah, see, back then after the best makeup artists barely used brushes, they were just using their fingers and sponges. It was amazing actually. Yeah, so that's the underneath part. Now say if honestly if you want, like if you're going for like a natural look, you don't need to clean up the top, right? You don't need to, because it's gonna make your makeup look more effortless. That's a tip that people don't know. If you want your makeup to look more effortless, like you didn't try too hard, yeah, you can clean up the bottom a bit with like a concealer that matches your skin tone, and you can just leave the top as is. But if you want, say if you really want to really enhance your brows more because you like that look, you can clean them up too. But you know what, I'm trying to think if I should do it or if I should not. No, I'm gonna leave them like this, because at the end of the day this is a beginner tutorial. If you know to clean up the top, that means that you're probably not a super beginner, and that probably means that you already know to do it, so you could just go ahead and do it if you want to. And if you want me to show you that next time, I can too. Just let me know in the comments. Alright, so that's brows, really good. So clap yourself. If you finish your brows, clap yourself, really good. If you finish brows, comment below that you finish your brows. On to the next step, okay? Alright, so I'm back. So now we're moving from the brows to the face. This is the most important part. Like guys, if you don't get the face right, makeup just won't look right. So what I'm starting with is this vitamin C serum, because hydration is very important, especially as you get a bit older. As a young woman, you're gonna find that hydration is so good. It's so good for your skin, for your makeup. Actually, scratch that, it don't matter your age. The more hydrated your skin is before makeup is, the better your makeup is gonna look. Period. I don't care what nobody says. Some people are afraid of moisturizers and stuff because they claim to say that it's gonna make their face greasy. But to be honest with you, I'm gonna hold your hand and say this as your makeup sis, it's not true. If you struggle with oil, you still need to hydrate your skin well. What you do need to do is use a primer that is going to make sure that the makeup doesn't get too oily or too sweaty. It's not the fact that your face is properly hydrated. I don't agree with that, okay? Because when you hydrate your skin properly, the hydration soaks into your skin. Understand? It's not like it's 100% just sitting on top. Then like you should rub it into your skin really well. Alright, so this is some vitamin C. I'm not going to tell you which one I'm using because this is not my favorite product. Like I saw someone promote it on Instagram and I tried it, like this dermatologist lady. And to be honest with you, kind of made my skin breakouts. I just remember that. I don't know why I'm using this trash, but it's okay. I'm doing it because I want you guys to see like hydration. So after you put your vitamin C, tap, 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 tap. I don't want you guys to see the moisturizer either because I don't endorse. And I'm never going to show you a product that I don't like. I'm not like that. A lot of people send me products and stuff. You wouldn't believe like how many products people send me and try to send me. And I'm like the worst. Like I could be a full-blown influencer if I wanted to, but I'm not really interested to be like people sending me too much things. Like I don't care for like people to be sending me a whole bunch of stuff. Like it's just a whole bunch of stuff to clutter up your house, clutter up your apartment, clutter up my storage unit. Like I'm not interested. I just want the best stuff, and then you have to filter through all that stuff that they send you, and it doesn't get me excited because it really doesn't. Like I have so much makeup. I have a storage unit full of makeup. I have a room in Jamaica full of makeup. I have a room in Florida full of makeup. I have a room in New York full of makeup. Like I don't, leave me alone. Only send me the good stuff. And you don't have to send me a bunch, just send me one color. Don't send me all this stuff. TMI, sorry guys, kind of went off tangent. But basically, you should have spent that time really hydrating your skin well. And you should literally, as you rub the moisturizer into your skin, you should feel your skin get tacky, right? You should feel that the product has basically like gone into your skin a bit, you know? Like, yeah, like you're well moisturized. It shouldn't just be sitting there on top of your skin, because if you do that, it will sometimes separate your makeup. That's the part that people don't understand. So you want to make sure it's worked in properly. Yeah, you must have a little slip on the skin. A little slip is good, but it shouldn't be just like, ooh, like a big layer of grease. No, that's not what we're going for. Okay, darlings? My honeys. Okay, cool. When it comes down to foundation, I'm not a big fan, but I'm gonna do it today because I know that you guys love it. And the one I'm going to be using, actually like this. This one is from Polite Society. I was sent this actually, but that's besides the point. This one has niacinamide and willow bark, okay? Niacinamide, I can't remember what it does right now. Oh, I think it helps to brighten the skin. Willow bark, that's something good for your skin. So basically this is like makeup. This is like makeup with infused with skincare. And if you get to know me, you know that nowadays that's really been my focus, like health and skincare and all the things that are good for us. That's what I'm into these days. So I'm really enjoying this foundation, Polite Society. It's called More Than a Pretty Face Skincare and Foundation, and the shade is Tan Neutral. And I don't think I'll be putting anything in the description box, because if you guys listen, you guys will know what I'm using, because I'm going to tell you, so you can just go back and listen to it again. Yeah, so basically that's that. Yeah, so Tan Neutral, Tan N, Polite Society, More Than a Pretty Face Skincare and Foundation. So just listen, because I'm going to tell you everything I'm going to be using. If I don't tell you, it's because I don't love it. And yeah, we're good to go. Alright, so here's the thing now. I have all these brushes here from Morphe, and I only wanted to use one brush set, like one line of brushes, so that you guys could really get a good idea of like what to use. But to be honest with you, I'm not seeing the brush I want to use from Morphe to apply my foundation right now. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Oh gosh. Okay, sorry guys, let me think. All right, fine, it's okay, because either way I was planning to tell you guys about two other brushes. So all the brushes today I'm going to use are going to be from Morphe. However, there are two brushes that I really love, and I'm not going to lie to you, every time I used to do people's makeup, or if I'm doing my own makeup and I'm going full glam, I always pull for these brushes. This is no cap, this is real life, and this is going to be the Makeup by Mara F4 brush. Literally the best investment. If you get this brush, your makeup base will not be trash. If you watch my videos and you get this brush, it will not be trash. Like, I got you 100%. And then this brush is called Real Techniques 402 brush, okay? And this is lovely. I love this for applying blush. You're gonna see, this is like what I love to use to apply blush, and this is what I love for foundation, cream bronzers, liquid products, cream products, etc. What is that thing when you get that white line? What does that mean? Does that mean I'm talking too much? But yeah, so basically you want to get some foundation in the back of your hand, and you want to, I'm going to use the smallest side of the brush because it has two sides. And I'm just gonna grab a bit of foundation onto the brush like this, work it into the brush, not too much, and then I'm just gonna start patting it. Now when it comes down to foundation, there are different ways to apply it. So if you want coverage, you should always pat. But say if you just want a wash of color, okay, you want a wash of color, you want it to look natural, you don't want too much coverage, you can just get a bit of the product like this on the bigger side. The bigger side is gonna apply less product because it's less dense. And then look at what I do, circular motions. That's what you do, circular. Like that is gonna give you a light coverage, very, 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 very light. Okay? And so you're gonna be able to see your skin underneath, and it's gonna be looking like you're not wearing any makeup. So if you want that look, you can just circle with a little bit of product. Or if you want coverage and full glam vibes, baby, you're gonna grab for some product and you just wanna pat. But here's the thing, notice that I'm starting to pat by the jawline. I like to start in this region of the face first, and then you work your way up the face, okay? And this should be like really fun and therapeutic. Like when you start to pat and you start to see like all your acne scars just literally fade away, it's actually fantastic. Like, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna take my time and do it. And yeah, like okay, so I have a question for you guys. What's been something that's been heavy on your mind recently, and it's just like one of those things that you can't get off your mind? And I will tell you mine later on in another video. No, actually, I'm just letting you know. So something that's been heavy on my mind is how to live my life in a more purposeful way. Yeah, that's been heavy on my mind. So that's something that I think about every day these days. So tell me what's been on your mind. Is it that you feel like you want to quit your job? You feel like you want more? You feel like you want to be more financially stable? Is it that you want to leave your current relationship, whether it's a marriage or boyfriend, or are you thinking that you want to start to separate yourself from certain people? Okay, see, I'm blending the foundation up and up. And guys, I have a super tan on my body. My neck is not too dark because I think my neck is a bit covered every day. But my shoulders, baby, they're darker. So the foundation is meant to match my body. It's meant to match my body because when I take pictures or do whatever, I like to show my shoulders and my legs, and I don't want it to come off looking like my face is lighter than my body. So I always like to match my body, okay, if that makes sense. Yeah, so now that we've blended foundation down here, let's go up. Yeah, so let me know what's something that's been heavy on your mind, something that's been heavy on your mind lately. Now we'll move to the forehead. When it comes onto the forehead, literally you just want to use whatever is left over on the brush, and you just want to pat in the center, because sometimes, a lot of the times, people's foreheads are darker than the rest of the face. So if you go ahead and use too much foundation, it'll kind of make your forehead look a bit like ashy, like, you know, like the color is looking a bit light and gray because the color is not right. So you just want to use whatever is left over. And plus the forehead should kind of look more natural. The forehead shouldn't look like a mask. No, we don't want that. And then notice that I didn't do too much under the eyes. You can, if you want, you can bring a bit of product on the eyes if you want. But this is basically just what's left over on the brush, okay? But here's a tip. Here is a tip. Should I give you guys a tip? Nah, I'm not gonna give you guys that tip right now, because I just remember that you guys are super beginners at home. So your foundation should be looking fantastic. My foundation looks so good. Like I could literally just leave out hair like this. I look so glowy and beautiful. I love it. Yeah. So next, so now that we have our foundation, we're going to go ahead and we're going to apply bronzer. Now, the reason why we apply bronzer, yeah. This is not the bronzer I want to use. 1 second. Okay, I found it. This is the Care Beauty Brown Sugar Skin Sculpt Bronzing Stick. Now, the reason why I'm going in with bronzer is simply because your makeup will look really flat and boring if you don't use bronzers. Like as people of color, naturally we have radiance. We don't just have we have radiant skin. The sun hits our forehead. We have cheekbone definition. Sometimes some of us right here is naturally darker, hair is naturally darker. So I want to bring back that dimension, or because our face is not just one color everywhere, okay? So how I'm going to be doing this is I'm going to be showing you a little technique. You're going to create a V like this to the side of your forehead. This is called like the temple region. So it's a V right there. A V right here. Now, if you have a really small forehead or if your frontal is really low, you don't need to do this too much, because you have to remember that when it comes down to bronzing or contouring, it's bringing dimension to the face. So wherever you put something that's darker than your skin tone, it's going to make it appear smaller, or it's going to make it appear like it's fading back. So it's going to take the attention away from it. So basically, if your forehead is already small, you don't want to make it look even smaller. So you don't want to do too much on bronzer. But you know, I have a good sized forehead, so I'm going to get some on the temples, okay? The temples. I don't like to put it here too much, because I saw Makeup Man Mario. He taught me many years ago. Well, not personally, but yeah. Saw something that he was saying, like, the temples just give your face a real feminine look. And I was like, you know, he's right. Because I really enjoy it. I feel like when I put it all over the forehead, it don't look as nice. I feel like it looks nicer when it's blended from here to here, okay? Cool. Now we have that. We're going to get some on the actual cheekbone. So now I want you to go like this. Get here, get to this region of your ear. Right here, where your ear is connected to your face. And then you want to press against your cheekbone, okay? So you're going to feel it at bone, and then if you press low, you're going to feel a hollow region underneath your bone. Where we want to apply the bronzer is actually on the cheekbone, okay? So like here. And the reason why I'm applying it there on the cheekbone and not beneath is because if I apply it in the hollow region right here, it can tend to make the face look more masculine, especially for those beautiful women who naturally have slimmer faces. It can really cause you guys to cause the face to look a bit sunken in and create like a Grim Reaper type of vibe, with like a skull type of vibe. We don't want that. That's a way to explain it basically. So you see, that's a V from here to here. So just like doing different angles, and then go from here where the ear is connected to the face. You see this region here. Come down. You can kind of create an L behind if you want to. If you want to as well, make sure it's on the actual cheekbone that you're applying this, and it's going to create another V, like a wide V or an L, whichever you want to call it. Okay. Then I like to get some right here by the chin, so I'm just gonna get a V because this just helps to create a more snatched chin. I'm really loving a defined chin look nowadays. Okay, that's gonna look so good. And if you want to contour the nose, I'm just gonna keep it real with you. For the nose, bronzer will work, but if you really feel like you want to snatch the hell out of your nose, I would go for this. This is a contour stick, and this one is the NYX Wonder Stick. Really like it for contouring, not bronzing. It's called Shade Rich, okay? And basically, to make this better, I'm just gonna grab any smaller brush that you have, like any type of smaller brush. This one is called the Eye Detail Brush from Morphe, and I'm just gonna get a bit of the product on the brush, get off the excess, and then look at what I'm gonna do. I'm going to be creating a V, okay? So basically, I like to start like from here. So creating a V from like the front of the eye, go straight down to the tip of the nose. Because I find that the V shape is gonna give you an illusion of more snatched nose. It just makes it look more natural. I don't like, rather than putting two straight lines, this just breaks up the straight lines and just make it look a bit more realistic, okay? And these lines should not be too wide because it's just gonna make the nose look wider. But here's the thing, I've really grown to love my nose, but at the end of the day, like all these makeup techniques just help to enhance everything more. So this is just kind of like defining my nose shape even more. Yeah, because makeup can kind of like wash out things. Okay, so now I'm like defining the bulb of my nose. It's, what do you call this, bulb? The little circle part right here, like the button nose type of region. So I'm just creating a circle like this, and this is gonna break up the line some more so it doesn't look too like, you know, like obvious that you're contouring. So the reason why I bronze the face is because naturally sun is hitting here and here, like that's natural to bring back the natural radiance and dimension in the skin. And you're gonna see the makeup is gonna look so much better when there is like the dimension with the bronzer. And then for the nose, you contour because this is going to create a shadow-like effect. And these shadows is going to make it look even more realistic, like a realistic contoured effect, versus you using bronzer on your nose. See, I'm here to give you the real tea. I'm not here to like lead you astray. Anyways, I never told you, but the Care Beauty Sunscreen bronzing stick that I used was shade Brown Sugar. If I forgot, because I know that y'all gonna be in the comments asking, what's this, which I don't mind. And guys, help each other, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I have so much going on in my life. Like, I have a lot going on. So basically, if I don't comment, it's because I don't see it, or I forgot, or I haven't gotten to it yet. So if somebody know the answer to somebody's question, just please help them out, because I'm trying to create like a community setting here. We can just all like hang out, have makeup, do makeup together, and just chat and just have a good time, you know, and enhance each other, like help each other in life, basically. And yeah, so basically we have all the contour lines. Now it's time to blend. And the reason why, okay, so for blending, we're just gonna pat. And look, I'm using the same smaller side of the Makeup by Mara brush. Your brush should not be having a whole bunch of foundation like on it. Like when you brush it away, it should just be a little bit of color coming out, but it shouldn't be like liquid. It shouldn't be like a whole bunch of liquid coming out, you know? So make sure that the brush is like not having a whole bunch of liquid foundation in it, yeah. And then you want to go ahead and start to pat the bronzer in. And if you feel like it's too much product, you can start to move the brush around, because this, when you start to move the brush around like this, it's going to thin out the product, okay? And if you really put too much product, here's a tip: always keep a napkin close to you when you're doing your makeup. And then you want to wipe out some of the product out of the brush. Very important tip. And then go back and blend again, because I find that all the times either you guys not applying enough product, or you're applying too much product, and then it's hard to blend out and you just look a hot mess. So yeah, so now that we have that blended, we can just continue on into this other V. And now we just basically pat in, and I want you to pat it directly on top of the bronzer, okay? And what I love about this brush is like it's like a finger, it's like bent like this, so it's basically like really getting onto the skin nicely. Look, you see the brush is like a thumb. So basically you want to like angle it where it's really getting onto the skin at the right angle to really blend out the bronzer. I hope that makes sense. You guys will know what I mean when you get the brush, but definitely good investment. So if your birthday coming up, yeah. But isn't it so annoying when you're like trying to blend out your products and your products start to move? Well, not move, but when you accidentally like get the brush onto the brow and it starts to wipe off, yeah. So see, and I promise you, like, this don't even look too dramatic, but when you put the highlighter, it will come together nicely. So you don't have to always do too much. And all of these tips will apply whether you're using a bronzer that's like 2 shades darker. So for this bronzer, I'm getting a bit darker though, because I've been in the sun, like walking. I'm into like walking and outdoors nowadays. I've been outside a lot, so my skin has gotten like darker. But basically, this one is usually like 2 shades darker than my skin tone. But now it's giving me like an effect like it want to be 1.5 shades darker than my skin tone. But that's fine, because as I said, we don't want to use anything too dark. So always start with a bronzer that's like, when you put it, you see that it's definitely darker, but not too much darker. No, it should just be 2 shades darker, okay? And there's a shade guide on shopcare.com. See, you just stick it on and blend, and that looks fantastic. And then by the chin, we just blend in directly on top of the lines, and you just pat in. Guys, like, if you follow like, you see the problem is when people try to learn makeup, they don't follow instructions. Like, always try to follow instructions to the T. That's how you're gonna get it to look right. Now for the next thing I'm going to be doing is blending out the nose lines, the nose contour lines, and this is the Eye Detail brush, M383. I'm starting to really like the letter 8, I don't know why. You see me? The number 8, not letter 8, obviously. Yeah, okay, so cool. So this is like a really tiny little pencil type of brush, and you just go back and forth on the nose lines, those contour lines, you just kind of like softening them out. But I don't really love this brush. I don't really love this brush right now. So you know what? I'm just going to use my ring finger and kind of just dab it to soften it out a bit. Yeah. Now let me try a different brush, because that brush was just not giving what it was supposed to give. I'm not going to lie to you. This one is the eye blender brush. So this is like an eyeshadow blending brush. And anytime you see the brush is like tall like this, and go into like a dome type of shape and fluffy at the end, that's how you know that it's a eye blending brush. And yeah, so my nose contour looks very subtle. I'm just gonna add a bit more to show how to blend it out. Yeah, so this brush is better to blend it out. It's just working better for the blend. Like guys, like, you know, so funny, I feel like I've grown into so many of my features, like features that I never thought I was going to grow into. Like my head, like I used to think my head was so big. Like, no, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't have a small head, I don't, but like I really grew into my head. Like there's a time when I was like a teenager and I would take pictures of like my head just looked like it was like 3 times bigger than my body. But no, it's like, you know, like guys, you really grow into your features. If you're like young and you have like insecurities, like some dumb insecurities, because a lot of insecurities are just dumb. Like it's just like us comparing ourselves to people and then like not seeing the beauty in ourselves. But like there's beauty in everything. Like you don't have to look like somebody else to be beautiful. Like who told you that? Don't follow society. Society will lead you astray, okay people? Yeah, so that's the nose contour that we blended. Now we are going to oh yeah, sorry guys, we're gonna go in with liquid blush. Yeah, this is the Keo Beauty, oh I love this is the Keo Beauty Berry Passion Fruit liquid blush, baby. Yeah, no, so I'm just gonna get 3 strokes, and the positioning is you want it to be right on top of where you put the bronzer. Okay, so the bronzer is on the cheekbone here, right? But you want to get this on the higher point of the cheekbone. You see? So like literally contour here, blush here, concealer here. That's what we're doing. So listen, I use contour and bronzer interchangeably, and I just want to clear it up right now. Bronzer is going to add warmth to your face. Contour is going to add shadow to your face. But here's the thing, a lot of times people use bronzers to contour, and that is because you can still achieve a subtle effect, like a subtle effect of dimension on your face using bronzer. You don't have to use a color that's looking more gray. And if you realize, but my nose contour has like more of a gray effect, you wouldn't want this gold up a gray on your forehead, on your cheek. That thing is gonna look bad. That's the reason why we use a bronzer. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna look too gray. It's not gonna look good. So yeah, I use the word contour and bronzer interchangeably. Don't get confused. And the reason why I explain is because you guys are meant to be beginners. So I'm just clearing up any things that wasn't so clear to you. Yeah. So you just want to get 3 dots, like 3 little lines like that. So pretty. And 3 on the other side. Have fun, guys. Makeup is meant to be fun. I think that's what I need to start getting back into. I need to start enjoying makeup again, because when you do makeup as a job, girl, sometimes it just really sucks a lot of the fun out of it. And yeah, so I really need to like pray that, you know, this gift that I've been given from God, this gift to be able to beautify people, I want to be able to enjoy it again, especially on myself, because I won't really be doing makeup on people anymore, because it doesn't align with where I'm going right now, and it's been a wonderful journey, but I'm ready to move on. But yeah, so basically I want to enjoy it more. So let's enjoy the makeup more. Yeah, so Keo Beauty Jelly Blush in Berry Passion Fruit. And look, the same small end of the brush. You see, value for money? Value for money. You don't need a million brushes. I got you, boo. But make sure that you brush out all the product, all the contour that was in it, which it shouldn't be too much. All the bronzer that was in it, you just brush it out. Like, it's okay if product is still coming out the brush. If you get a little color, that's fine. And then we just want to go ahead and pat it. But notice this, I'm patting up and down. I'm staying in the region where I apply the liquid brush. So that's the thing about makeup placement. Placement, where you place a product, that's basically called placement. And notice that when I put the bronzer right here on the cheekbone, I only blend it in that region, because that's the region that we want it to bronze. We don't just apply it one place and then get it all over. No, baby, that's wrong. Wrong. Well, nothing is wrong when it comes down to makeup, but that's not how you're going to achieve the look that you want. So I'm just taking my time and I blend up and down within the region that I applied the liquid blush. And then when I start to see that it's been blurred out, then you can step back, look in the mirror, and then start to really mesh it into the skin, into the foundation that's around it. So that's when you can start to like make a bigger circle and just blend around the blush. And you would be surprised like to find out like how gently I'm blending. Like my clients used to tell me, oh my god, you have such a gentle touch. Like people liked coming to me for different reasons, obviously because they love the makeup, but one of the reasons was that I'm very gentle when I blend, because you're not meant to be like, oh, some people so rough. Like, no, it should feel good. You know what I mean? It should feel like literally like a spa service, like a relaxing spa service. Yeah, so I'm patting in the region where I applied the blush, and then that is blurred out. I'm just gonna make a bigger circle and go around it like this, and make sure that it's meshing into the bronzer and the foundation. And this is a gentle tap, and this is why you should always like not go in with too much product initially, because when you go in with just a little, you can blend it and you can add more. But if you go in with too much, we would be looking too red in this region right now. It would be hard to blend out, okay? But say if it was too much blush and it's not blending out well, try to focus on blending out where it meets the bronzer, so you can go up and down like this in the region, and you can go here by the under eye, the end of the eye, and pat it. But if it's just too much product and it's sliding all around because you're heavy-handed, I used to be heavy-handed, I'm not judging you. You can just brush out the product like this on the napkin, and then go back in like this. You know what? Like I'm really starting to pre. I don't know if you have some of y'all Jamaican, but like what I'm really starting to notice. That's what pre mean in Jamaica. I'm really starting to pre that. I'm adding more blush, because I know that some of y'all have a blush obsession. I really got to see that for real. Like I love blush, but I don't think I'm obsessed with blush. I love it though, but some of y'all, when I say obsessed, like blush blindness beyond like 100 million. So sometimes when you see me do the most with blush, it's because I know that you guys like to see that, but it's not necessarily because I want it to be that bright. You know what I mean? Like some of y'all obsessed. I'm coming. Yeah. I'm going back in. I don't remember what I was going to say a while ago. Oh, I don't remember. I was saying something I was starting to pre, but I don't remember anymore. Sorry. I'm just adding a bit more blush because I want to show y'all that you can go back in and add more blush little by little. You don't have to go in and all clownish and then you're like, oh god, I like the blush but I don't know how to do it. This is how you achieve it, babes. And I want to tell you right now, your favorite makeup artists, all of them, like forget me, like all the ones on Instagram that y'all like, on TikTok, they don't just go in with a whole bunch of product. If they do that for the video, it's just for theatrics, it's just for a video, it's just for a reel to capture attention. Like nobody doing makeup like that in real life. They do a little product and then a little bit more and a little bit more, okay? And if y'all could remind me what I was going to say, let me know, because I have no idea. I don't remember if I even started to talk about it. So now our blush is on. It's looking so good. Next step, okay? Now we're gonna do concealer. Now this concealer is from K Beauty. It's shade number 5. Perfection. Now so I'm creating a little V. You see, it's all about V's. You know what? I wonder if I should name the video like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna call it a beginner makeup video. Just keep it simple. Beginner step by step, start to finish video. Just keeping my brows filled because they're trying to move. Yeah, so basically I want you to create a little V right by the front of the eye, but take note. Them Asian people call this part of the eye the aegisole. I think that's what they call it. This part here, you see this part here? This cute fat part is so pretty. When the Asians do their makeup, they try to like enhance this region here, this line here. Yeah, so basically don't get this all the way up into your lash line. The concealer, you want to keep it below this little fat region here that is under the eye. And that is going to make your concealer look more natural when you blend it out. And it's also going to help you to prevent creasing. So, and notice I didn't get too much. You see, it's just a little triangle at the front, and then we just want to get a line like this towards the end of the eye, because this is going to create a slight lifted look. Okay, not too much concealer. You see what I'm saying? You see what's happening? Get a little in the center of the chin, because we want the chin to pop out. So now we're highlighting. We bronze the face, we contour the nose, and now we're highlighting. What that is, we're bringing attention, or we're bringing forth the features that we want to, which is the under eye, the chin. We want those regions to pop out. Under here, you know what I was starting to find, guys? My under eye region was always really bright. So like, I never really had to use color correctors and stuff, but I'm starting to find that my under eye region is starting to get a little gray. I didn't want to say that out loud. Oh my god. Like, what's happening? Like, am I not getting enough sleep? Am I working out too hard? Am I missing out on a nutrient? Like, tell me, guys, what I need to do, because this is new for me. Is it just age? Yeah, so we're gonna get an exclamation point on the nose. So you wanna draw a line and then a circle at the end. And I don't know if I want to make it like that difficult. Should I? I'm gonna leave the forehead blank. Okay, should I? Okay, fine. I'm gonna create a little V like this on the forehead. If you want, you can just leave the forehead blank, because I'm not going to even lie to you. I don't usually put highlights on my forehead these days, but my forehead was looking a bit dark. Like, I don't know. You can put a V on your forehead, and you can try it. And if you prefer it without it, actually, I'm looking at the camera screen. It's gonna be T. Yeah, put it in the forehead. Put it there. Put it there. Okay, now you see this concealer. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like when it dried down a bit, because when it dries down a bit, it's going to blend out more. It's gonna thicken up, and it's gonna give more coverage, and it's gonna change the consistency of the concealer to more creamy, and that creamy consistency is just gonna look nicer and give more coverage and just be long lasting. I hope my explanations are making sense, guys. Please let me know if I can explain things really well, because I know what it's like to just be clueless, and then you go to like seek out some information and the person is just being so overcomplicated. Like, can you please like dumb it down? Because like I'm not dumb, but like, baby, for me to learn something, I needed to dumb it down real good. Like, that's how I'm gonna really learn it. Like, learn it good. If you try to be all fancy, like with the terminology and just like acting all cute, it's that type of learning doesn't work for me. Just make it as simple as possible, in the simplest words. You don't have to prove your intelligence, okay? Bring it down. Yes, I'm just kind of waiting a bit for that to happen. I guess this is a time where you can go ahead and like put on some lip balm, guys. So you know, I had this really good lip oil that I was using every day, and it finished, and then I got another one, and yesterday it just went missing. So now I have to be using all type of random things on my lips. And funny enough, my lips are really sensitive to like different lip glosses and stuff, you know, like the drugstore ones. Like my lips, they can't handle it no more. It can't. It has to be like good products. But anyways, TMI. So I would say let this dry down. I would say like give it 2 minutes, or if you don't have time, you can just keep it pushing. All right, so here's the thing. I want you to let me know down below, but this is a serious question. Do you guys prefer blending out your concealer with a brush or with a sponge? Because I really feel like the makeup come up better with a sponge. Honestly, that's just really how I feel. But I want to make it simple for you guys. So if you like using brush, I'll use brush. But if you just up to whatever I recommend, you'll be a damn sponge. But I really feel like y'all gonna tell me brush, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put brush. I hope I chose the right choice. So this is the Morphe. Oh, it's so beautiful outside, guys. Guys, I literally stay by the water, and like I get to see like boats passing every day, and I'm gonna tell you, it's like one of the biggest blessings. Like, I love being by the water. It's really nice. Okay, cool. So this is the M132 concealer brush. Yeah. And what we're gonna do first is let's blend out the chin, because we're gonna blend out the under eye last, because I want it to dry down the most. The under eye region is really the part that we really want to dry down the most. Now we're gonna go by the chin. We're gonna stretch the skin like this. And what we're trying to do is we're gonna blend out the edges first. This has been my technique for time immemorial. Is that what the fancy people say? Like, who says that? That sounds like something like my grandma would have said. Anyways, yeah, so blend out the edges first, and then when you finish blending out the edges, you want to tap in the center, okay? Ooh, what, hold on, sorry. Let me grab my little napkin, because I don't know what the hell just happened a while ago. Yes, so let's tap out the edges. Jaja. Oh, this looks good. What I like about this brush is it gives you so much precision. You know what I mean? So much precision. Look at that. That looks so good. Now, where is the brush that we're using to blend out? Oh, it is. Yeah. So that's what that looks like. So right now, you see very clearly the highlight in the center of my chin. Yes, it needs to be blended out a bit more. So what I'm gonna do is, you see this same brush, the Makeup by Mora F4 brush. Mwah. If I could kiss this brush, I would kiss it. It's so good. Oh, such a good brush. Such a good brush. I'm just cleaning it out. Shouldn't be too much. It shouldn't be too. You see the pink blush? It should be out. Like, if anything, you should be getting a bit of brown, but it shouldn't be no hope of pink coming out of this brush. Once you brush it out really good, like this, see? It's like the foundation color coming out now. Oh, the light is actually making my eyes get a bit like I'm seeing glares. Okay, cool. So now that we blended it out with the concealer brush, this is when we go in with the Mara F4 brush and just tap the edges to make sure that everything is blended nicely. Okay? And you can go in the center and just tap it down a bit more if you feel like it needs to be blended more. And that's the chin. Okay, cool. Now let's go to the forehead. Now we're just gonna tap out the edges gently. And after you finish tapping out the edges, you're gonna see like a big blur of light in the center of your forehead. We're gonna have to tone it down. So we're just gonna go back in with the F4 brush and we're just gonna tap on the edges. So basically this is just like this brush is giving like an eraser slash like a blurring filter type of effect, you see? It just tones everything down and blends everything together nicely. Now let's go to the nose. Here's the thing, how do we blend out the nose? Yeah, let's go to the nose and we just want to gently tip. Here am I talking about? We just want to gently tap the tip of the nose like this. You want to keep that napkin close to you. And so here's the thing, the nose is the part that is always going to be like kind of irritating if you kind of have like, what's that word? When people are just like really aggy, like things have to be perfect, and if it's not, they kind of just get annoyed or like anxious. I kind of get that sometimes when it comes out to certain things. So like everything, you put the perfect line on the nose, and then when you start to blend it, it's going to start to widen, right? And it's going to start to not look so nice and defined. But don't worry, you need it to look that way, right? So when the line starts to widen, don't freak out, because the nose part of the makeup is the part that you're always gonna have to go back in with the contour, and you're always gonna have to go back in with the brush that you applied the contour with, and reapply the contour to mesh those two colors together and to tone down that blurred out concealer line. That's just how the nose contour goes. So don't freak out. The nose contour is just like, that's just how it's done, okay? Yeah, so just pat out the line, and then when we finish, we just go back in with the brush that we used to blend out the nose contour and blend. Or if you feel like you need more definition, I feel like I need more definition, I'm just gonna go back in with my M382 eye detail brush, or just the Morphe eye detail brush, and I'm just gonna create my V again because it kind of went away. Trust me, that's normal. And you just blend back the thing, you see? Like you're good to go again, like no big deal, okay? Now, we go by the end of the eye, this line here, and you want to blend out the edge, keep your napkin close by, handy dandy. What time is it? Yeah, so I literally said I'm going to upload this video today, because this is me proving to myself that when it comes out to YouTube, I'm not gonna lie to you, I overthink it. I'll be thinking about doing YouTube for like weeks. Like, it'll just be haunting me every week. And you know that quote where they say like, you're anxious and the best way to get rid of anxiety is to just do something about the thing that is making you anxious. Like, do something. I think Jeff Bezos said that. Like, you stay there worrying about this thing, like, just go and handle it. Like, why every day you making it hard? Yeah, so this thing been haunting me for so long, because when it comes on to YouTube, let me tell you, like, the camera setup. It's the camera setup, and then the clicker. I'll be like there trying to figure out how to make a clicker work for like 2 hours because I'm really aggy like I'm really aggy like that. Like I cannot stop, and then when I look the time pass, then I have to do something else. And so I told myself, I was like, Kristen, you just gonna upload a video. And even a guy, I met this guy recently in New York, and he was telling me that, you know, like he's into like, I don't know, him could kind of read me a bit, and he's like, the thing with you is you trying too much to go for like perfection. Just do something. Like everything don't always have to be like, just do it. Like you're just trying to always go for perfection too much. And I was like, damn, that's so true, because that's so me, because I like excellence. So if I feel like I'm not able to do something excellently, I just don't want to do it. Or you know, like good enough to the point where it's good. You know what I mean? I don't like to just do some slapdash bullshit. Sorry to say that. My mother, if she watch this now, my mom, if she watch this, she can be like, you never have to say that word there. Like, why Jamaicans like that? Like, at the end of the day, everybody curse to some extent, right? Anyways, I'm getting that line again. Start to white eye. Okay, cool. So now we blended out that line. Oh, I blended out the line. That always happens to me. Like things are always falling. Yeah, so I blended out the line, and then you can go back in and soften out the edges right here. If you don't like the line coming up like this, just go back in, soften out the edges with the F4 brush, the smaller side. And this is the important part, this right here. And then we're just gonna go by the edge, and we're gonna pat the edge like this. And you see, when it comes down to the concealer, because I only applied it right here up the top, you'll notice that a little goes a long way. When it comes down to brushes, you don't need out a product, trust me. Because you see that the product, I'm blending it down, keeping it within, okay, so here's the thing, the concealer should always be in this center region. Like right here, beside the side of the nose, come down here to the nostril, and go back up. It doesn't pass right here. It doesn't pass from the nostril to the end of the eye. So you want to keep it within this right angle triangle type of shape. So basically when you're blending out the edge, you're going to have so much product that you are able to bring it down a bit. But trust me, you don't need out of product. So don't feel like, if you're watching this and you don't get time to practice it, don't go ahead and put extra product because I told you to bring it down. Like, you'll see that the product will move. Okay? I know that we have that. That's what that looks like. That's what that looks like right now. That look really nice. No. Here's the thing. If you don't have a brush that looks like this, that's fine. Let me show you another brush that's gonna work really well. Another brush that's gonna work really well is backside. I do not see it. Sorry. Un momento. Hold on, guys. I think so. Okay then. So here's another version of it. This one is like, I was using this brush a couple of days ago. This one is from Fatima Beauty. I love her brushes as well. It's similar, you see? It's like fat. It's a really good brush to blend out the under eye. If you don't have that, what's another brush that I would use to do this? I'm very picky when it comes down to brushes to blend out under eye. Some people would go ahead and use this brush. Some people actually do use this brush. This is the same brush that I really like, the Real Techniques 402 brush, but I don't really love it that much because I find that the bristles are too open. Like, it's too much spaces between the bristles, and when you start to blend, it can give you streaks, and I don't like that effect. I feel like this one, because the brushes are so tightly packed, the bristles are so tightly packed, it just really give a more flawless effect, airbrush effect, and more coverage. Yeah, so once you have that edge blended out nicely, then you can go to this edge, the edge by the side of the nose, and you want to start blending like this. Yes, blend that out. And it's okay if you get the line, if you get the concealer up on the side of the nose, I think that's actually good. That's going to help to create the illusion of an even smaller nose. If you kind of bring it on the sides of it, okay? So that's a good thing. And don't worry if the nose is, if it's kind of getting into the nose contour line, because remember I told you the nose is one of those regions where you're always gonna have to go back in and fix it a bit. So don't stress yourself out over the nose. Like, it's fine, okay? Like, don't overthink it. Yes, I was saying that the man told me that I was just kind of like, oh, he's trying to do things perfect and da 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 da. And that's the thing with YouTube, you see, because it takes so much effort, like editing the videos and stuff, recording, editing, trying to figure out how to set up the camera. Like, I realized recently, like, I'm not a techie like that. Like, this big camera, and I don't understand the settings. I spent a whole lot of money on this camera. I don't even understand the settings and stuff. Like, I just know the one setting that the guy in the Best Buy, he told me, and I just do that. So when the camera's just being weird, I'm just like, oh my god, I'm trying to watch videos, it's just a lot. Yeah, so basically this is what it looked like. Step away from the mirror, make sure it is blended properly. If it's not, don't worry. Grab your brush, your F4, and you just want to tap on the edge of the concealer where it meets the blush. By this time your blush should kind of look more natural, like your blush should look more like a natural flush of blush. Like, it shouldn't really be too bright, okay? That's normal. I'm just gonna blend out the line there. Go by the edge of the nose like this. If your under eye is just looking really away, you can use the F4 as well and press it in. You see? Wow, this makeup is so nice. See that? Cool, next side. Yeah, so I was saying that today, I said I'm just gonna record a video. I'm not going to be trying to edit it up too much and make it perfect. I'm just gonna be myself, try and just give you guys the knowledge, and just put it on a computer. And if anything, I might do a basic cuts here and there. Nothing too crazy. That's gonna take a long time, because the reason why I stopped doing YouTube is because it takes up so much of my time, and I tried to hire an editor twice, and I don't mind to pay people a lot of money if you're gonna do a good job, but I cannot be paying you a lot of money and you're not doing a good job, or you're not listening to what I want, because then I'm just gonna feel like you're giving me more work. Because every time when I look through the edits, I'm gonna have to be like, change this. I don't have time for that. Like, I would just do it myself or just not do it. So that's what happened to me with YouTube. Basically, it was just too much things to do. So we're just gonna keep this video as simple as possible, and y'all gonna get the video. Y'all gonna keep watching this video 1 hour long, whatever, and y'all just gonna work with it. So that's what we're doing today. So basically, after I'm blending it out, blend out edges, then when you finish blending out edges, you tap the center until it's perfect. And these are very gentle taps, by the way. Then you can go back in with the F4 brush and soften out anywhere you need to, if you need to, okay? And I'm not gonna lie to you, this makeup looks so perfect. Like things are blended so nicely to the point where I can't tell where the contour is going into the highlight. Like, I can't see. I just see it's getting darker at the edges, but I can't really tell. Like, it looked too good. It looks so natural. And that's what people love about me as when I was a makeup artist. They love the fact that the makeup would look, it would be so glamorous and beautiful, elegant, but it would also not look like too much makeup. Like, it was just the right amount of makeup, you know what I mean? Anyway, so now we have that. Good job. So here's a pro tip. If you want, you can spritz your face with some Charlotte Tilbury spray. Make sure to do it at like a distance. So you cannot do your hand like this and spray. So it just gives like a mist effect. That's a pro tip. And then you can go in with a fan. Let me get my fan 1 second. Oh, the clicker is working today. Oh my god, I'm so happy. So I got my fan, and you just want to dry it like this. No, the reason, let me turn this off so you can hear me. The reason why I spritz with this spray is because it's going to hydrate the face, and by the time you set, the set is going to come out more flawless. Like, it won't look too ashy. Some of y'all, when y'all set, y'all makeup be coming out looking too dry and ashy. I don't know why. So that just helps to prevent that from happening. And this setting spray as well is going to help to make the makeup stick to the face even more. So it's going to make your makeup more long wearing. It's going to make your makeup more long wearing, more dewy or skin looking. And yeah, so that's what it's for. And also, you can skip that step if you want, but I like it. Oh guys, if you guys struggle a lot with, who is this person? If you guys struggle, somebody texted me, like a man, and I don't know who it is. Like, men just be popping out of the blue, out of nowhere. Like, you know, like some guy from your past, like 10 years ago, you don't remember? Like, why are you texting my phone? That's crazy. Like how do men do that? Like how do they just like remember you like after 100 years and they just pop up back? Like I don't even remember people's name. Like who's this? That's weird to me. Yeah, so after you dry your face a bit, then you go in with some powder. No, okay, so here's some powder tips. We have some things to say about powder because people are going to be asking me these questions. Okay, when it comes down to makeup setting, you can either use a loose powder, okay, or Jaja, I forgot to get my handbag. 1 second, I forgot to get my handbag because there's something in my handbag that I need. 1 second. Yeah, so different things you need to understand about powders when it comes down to setting, because this is where a lot of people struggle, I find. So here's the tea. So you have loose setting powders. So like this one is from Huda Beauty, and the powder is finely milled. Yeah, so it's a pressed powder. They finely mill the powder into a loose form, right? So yeah, you can use a loose powder to set. The reason why people like loose powder is, okay, I don't know. Hold up. Let me gather my thoughts. Yeah, so you can either set your face with the loose powder, or you can use a pressed powder. So this one is from Charlotte Tilbury. Some people don't like loose powders, especially people that are beginners or people who are older. They don't like loose powders. They don't like them. They like pressed powders. Like mature women, they look like my mom. She loves a pressed powder. I don't think she knows how to use a loose powder. So pressed powder. So you don't have to use a loose powder to set. Whichever one works for you is fine. Okay, it's the same thing. One is just literally into a loose form and one is into a pressed form. So you can decide whatever works best for you. So you don't have to be intimidated by loose powder. That's what I was trying to get at. Now, the next question y'all always gonna ask, because see, I know the questions you guys like to ask is, oh, what's the difference between a transparent powder and a loose powder? A transparent powder is a powder that has no color to it, and it can be a loose powder or a pressed powder. Translucent just means the color. There's no color. The powder is colorless, so it would probably come out looking white, or if not white, it would probably be like a little yellowish looking white. Okay, so there's no color to it. Basically, it's not supposed to change the color of your makeup. So that will work great for most skin tones, but if you're really dark skin tone, sometimes it's not going to work for you. It can come off looking ashy, so that's something to be mindful of. So yes, you can use a translucent powder. Laura Mercier has a translucent powder. You could use that. One Size Beauty has a loose powder as well. I think mine is done. Yeah, mine is done. Yeah, so those people have loose powders. The next question, okay, so that's transparent. No, what's the difference between a transparent powder and a loose powder? Loose powder is loose powder. Loose powder is just one that is loose, but if it doesn't say translucent, say if it has a name, like this one is called banana bread, that basically means that it is a loose powder that has a color to it. So basically, this is where it's time for you to figure out what powder would work best for your skin tone, right? So I have a multitude of powders here. I have a lot of different powders basically. And I'm just gonna grab some out of the bag randomly. And so this is banana bread. So this is good. This is good for me if I want a slight brightening effect, because as you can see, it's like light. It kind of has a yellow tinge to it. Here's another one. This one is called Blondie. This one is an even deeper yellow. Let me compare the two. See? So this one is banana bread. This one is Blondie. As you can see, the Blondie is more yellowy. So this one would be closer to me. This would look more natural on me rather than this. My sister just texted me. I love my sister so much. Well, I love all my sisters. And then this is a pink setting powder. Guys, so there's just different setting powders, different colors. This one is called Cinnamon Bun. This one would be too dark for me. If I put this in my under eye region, my makeup will come out looking flat. This is going to be matching the color of my contour. This is not appropriate for me. If you're dark skin and you're looking for a powder to brighten with, you can try this one. And yeah, we can have a whole discussion about powders if you like, because I have so much makeup and I decided not to do makeup anymore. So we can talk about all this stuff. Like, we can have fun together. Yeah, so basically that's that. And today, to set my under eyes, Hold on. Oh, I'm just gonna keep the tape rolling. Because I just found, oh, coffee cake. If you're dark like Lupita, like the darkest shade of like, what's the beautiful people from that country? When I was in Dubai, I saw a lot of them. South Sudanese people, coffee cake. I think that's the darkest shade of Huda Beauty powder. If you're really, really dark, that one would be good for you. And if you're a nice dark skin, like regular dark skin, like who's a celebrity that's dark skin? Can't think of nobody right now. But if you're looking for a brightening powder and you're like dark skin, try this one. Not dark like the people from South Sudan, like not dark like Lupita, but if you're like dark skin, like darker than Gabrielle Union, like I can't think of no dark skin celebrities right now. Can't think of none right now. You can try this one. This one is One Size Beauty Dark Deep. Yeah, they really, really tend to like that one a lot. Yeah. Yeah, so basic powder lesson for now. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with some loose powder. This one is banana bread, okay? I'll keep it simple today. And before you set, I want you to make sure to go back in. Backside. How the brush just disappear like that in front of me. You know when you're doing your makeup and you have everything in front of you and all of a sudden you can't find what you need? Okay, cool. So before you set, you just want to go back in and pat and make sure there are no creases in your makeup. Wow, am I starting to get creases on my eyes? No. No. Yeah, so just pat like that. And then you want to use a powder puff like this. You want to tap into the powder. See? We'll tap. Get some powder on the puff. But now, look what I do. I swirl it in a circle because we basically want to distribute the powder all through the sponge. So you want to get the powder all through the sponge. I saw DJ Khaled perform last night. I love his energy. It's so great. Alright, now we're just going to gently tap. But you see how I kind of stretch my skin and kind of look crazy? You kind of want to do this. And then tap the under eye. Yeah, like this. Yes, I saw DJ Khaled perform last night. And it's my second time seeing him perform. And I just love his energy. Like, sometimes it's not about like what you can do. Sometimes it's about your energy for real. Like, honestly. But he does have a lot of hits though. Like, let's not negate the fact that he's a talented music producer. But I just love his energy on the stage. Like, something about him. And it's not just the fact that he's like high energy. It's just like his energy, like as a person, like his aura as an artist is just like nice, okay? Yeah, so, hold up. Oh guys, don't over powder. Because you see I kind of over powdered my nostril right there and it look a little dry. So just get the right amount. When you start to see that it look matte and perfect, you don't have to keep going back and adding more and adding more. Don't do that. It's not going to look better. It's going to look worse. Once it looks good, you can use whatever is left over on the brush and keep patting on the puff and keep patting. But if you go back for more powder, thinking that you're going to do something to make it more flawless, don't do that. Trust me, don't. So you see? Look at that. I got you. Like, I'm not going to leave you astray. No, just going to get some more. Go under the chin region. But here's the thing. I like to set on the eye, around the nose, around the mouth. This smile line region, I like to get it as well. And I like to bring it right to the chin. Okay? Get some right here on my eyelid region, because sometimes when you do the spray, it gets wet in that area and makes it look oily. And I like to get some by the front of the brow like this. But I like my forehead to be shiny, because that gives a really J-Lo, Kim Kardashian look. Not to say we love celebrities too much around here, but yeah, we love celebrities, but not too much. But I'm just saying that when you leave the forehead to be having a sheen, it gives a glow. It gives a more radiant glow. And here's a tip: it makes your makeup look more natural. So when you go ahead and dry the entire forehead, your makeup starts to take away the natural look from the makeup. So these are the things that I did as a makeup artist, and I do when I do my makeup to balance it out so that it doesn't look completely done up. I'm giving you all the tips. So here's the thing: I had a online makeup academy, and I was posting videos on there each month and stuff, but I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to give you guys the knowledge for free. I don't really want to be charging for it anymore and stuff like that. So I just put it on YouTube. Y'all can watch it and enjoy it. So my students, I'm gonna have to break it to them, but basically I'm gonna still give them, like, you know, what they paid for, which is for me to upload on there. But I am just basically going to be I'm just going to be posting more videos on here, so they can come on here as well. And going forward, I'm just going to close out my school. It's called a school, the Makeup Academy, because I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I just want to have fun with it and just help people where I can. I don't want to be charging for it. That's not what I want to be charging for right now. I know it sounds weird. Like, I can't even explain some of these things, but I just don't care, like, to be charging people to teach them makeup online. Like, just watch my YouTube. Like, just watch YouTube, keep it pushing, hope it helps. And if you find this video to be helpful, like, send it to a friend. Oh, yeah, so that's the face set, but here's the thing. Very important tip. Make sure to get a bit of powder all over your nose. You're gonna need that, because you see when you go in, because after this we're gonna go in with bronzing powder, and we're gonna go back over and put bronzing powder on the contour lines of the nose. If you just do that on a wet nose, it's going to make it look blotchy, and a lot of you guys have that problem where the nose is just not coming out looking well. You have got to set the entire nose with powder first, okay? Right. See that? If you want, you can use whatever's left over and kind of just pat the contour, the bronzer regions on the cheek if you want. It's up to you. And then just leave the forehead region a bit matte. Yeah. Now, guys, this is a very transformative time for the makeup, because this is where we're gonna go in with my favorite, the K Beauty Artist Essential Powder Palette. Like, y'all gonna see how we're gonna turn the makeup from this. You see it looking right now like real matte, real one-dimensional. We're gonna add that dimension to the makeup, and it's going to look fantastic. So the brush we're gonna use is gonna be the M203 powder blush, the powder blush brush from Morphe. Okay, and I love this. You see this color here? What you say it look done out? Yeah, that's because these two colors like do it for me. But if you're darker, you could go with this. If you're darker, you can go with this. But these two colors, they do it for me, honey. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and now we're just gonna start right here by the edge of the face where we apply the bronzer. So basically, everywhere we apply the bronzer, on the temples, on the cheekbone, by the sides of the chin, that's what we're gonna be applying the powder. And I like this brush because this brush has a dome shape. You see that dome shape is good because it's gonna keep the makeup in the regions where we need it. Okay, yeah, so don't be using, when it comes on to powder brush, this is where y'all mess up at, because I just, something that's telling me, I already know y'all gonna pick up some big old brush. I don't have no big brush in front of me because I don't like them. Hold on. Y'all be going in to do powder bronzer with some brush that's big like this. It's not gonna work. I mean, it will work, but like, it's going to start to bring the powder all over the place. We want to keep placement correct. We want the placement of the product to be precise. So if you use them big old brushes, it's gonna move the product everywhere, and it's not gonna be the same. Okay, so we're gonna go with the colors that match us. And how to know which colors work for you, baby? Get the palette and have a good time. Always start out with a color that looks lighter than darker first. So try for a color that you think can work, but the lighter color of it, like the lightest color that will work on you base for the bronzer, and you try it. And if it's too light, just go darker. If it's too dark, just go lighter. It's very simple. What I love about the palette is that you see these colors, they're very sheer. They're sheer to medium coverage. So I know you see the color, but it's not going to be like a big blotch of color on your face, which makes it very beginner friendly, and it gives a very beautiful finish. See? Look at that. You can't tell me you're not in love. Do you not see what it does to my face? Like, it literally makes me look bronzy, beautiful, brought back the glow to my face. The brush was perfect because it just really got into the regions where I need it. It wasn't like spreading all over the place. You see what I mean? And then you can just keep on adding more and more and more. It's not going to look bad because, as I said, this product is sheer to medium coverage, buildable. So you build it up to how pigmented you want it to look, but it's not going to add a layer of like thickness to your face, or like dark. It's not gonna darken each time you apply it. It's gonna stay the same color. It's just gonna look more vibrant. It's like you're turning up the vibrancy on your face, like, you know, like if you're editing a picture, like that's what it does. So it doesn't make it darker, it just makes it more vibrant. Yeah, that was a good way to explain. Go, okay, go. Okay, right, so we'll move on to the next side, and we're just keeping it exactly where we applied the bronzer. And I am patting, always pat first. And you see, sometimes when you guys are doing makeup and you look, you're gonna see some shiny regions, like you didn't set the face properly. Always set the face properly. So what that means is you didn't go in properly and set the cheek area properly. I hate that. That's my pet peeve, when people do their makeup and they have region that's still shiny in this, like you didn't set it properly. You have to add more powder, okay? And then so after you set with the powder by patting and you notice that there are no shiny regions, then you can move your brush around. But if you try to move your brush around like this and there's still wet regions on your makeup, you're gonna be in problem, and you're gonna trust me. I need y'all to be sending me pictures of how good your makeup look after watching this video, because I'm so confident about this. Okay, cool. So that's what that look like. Basically, just go and buy you some K Beauty products, because I only sell products that work, and literally that's why I don't even like when people send me all this stuff, because my products work so well. And makeup is one of those things where it's just like, yeah, you can try a million products, but if you use a certain products and they work so well for you, even if you try the next new thing, you're gonna just put it down and go back to what you like. So that's literally me with my products. It's not even because I sell them, because I don't care that much. Like, if I found something I liked more, I would use it. But I'm telling you, the products that I sell are products that I literally got, and I was just like, I love them so much. Like, I love them so much, I need to sell this. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's what we look like. Now let's get some by the nose, on the nose bridge. Guys, when the makeup starts to come together, the confidence level just get boosted up. Yeah, you know, like, there's something about it. Should I add music to this video, or should I keep it quiet? I don't know, let me know. Okay, so this is the M303 eye packer brush. So I'm probably gonna add music to this video, but let me know if in the future I should, like if it's a distraction, or if I just keep it quiet. So I'm going in with this color. I love this color to contour my nose. I don't know why, I just love it. It just looks so good. God. I would just basically going over the lines that we created to contour the nose. See, so you contour the nose with the cream that has the shadowy color, and then when we set it, we'll go in with the bronzer color from the palette, because it just helps to balance it out. Because just that gray alone, it's not going to eat. That gray alone is not going to eat. So just adding a bit of the color from this is just going to balance out everything. Makeup is about balance. Well, everything in life is about balance to some extent, in my opinion, especially as a Libra. Right, so that's what we have there. To be honest, the makeup looks so good, I don't even need to bake. But if you guys know me, you know I'm gonna bake a bit. No, you don't have to bake. You don't have to. But say if you want to try something different to see how it's coming out, you can try it. So basically, you just want to go back in to the same powder. The same powder you used. And instead of rubbing out the powder, you're just going to leave it like this. Okay? Now, here's the thing. We're not going to pat it in. We're not going to... So like when we're setting, we're patting it in to make sure that the area was getting set and matte. We're not doing that. We're just placing. So literally, we're just placing the powder. Right? And yeah, so I'm just going to be placing some powder right under the eyes, keeping it away from the lash line. Okay, remember that little fat region of the eye? Keep it beneath that, and we're just going to place it gently. But this part is important, where you place it. You see, you notice where I place it? Right in the inner triangle. You see? Placement. Like this. I don't even care if you're a makeup artist or like somebody at home, you're gonna learn something from this video. But I hope you do. Let me know if you're just somebody at home. Let me know like your makeup level, if you're like a beginner or if you're like a makeup artist, or what's your level, and tell me if you were able to learn something from this video. Alright, so this is a little tip. You see, if you put your powder and you start to see that it's like getting too close to the bronzer, you just use like any fluffy brush and you brush away any powder that is past this region here, this little triangle region here that ends at the nostril towards the end of the eye. You just brush away any powder that's there like that, because that's gonna make your bake extra sharp, and you can clean up the nose baking lines as well. You can get a bit of this on the chin if you want. If you want, you can get some on the nose if you want. Yeah, see that? Cool. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do my lips. So I decided to not do eyeshadow in this video because once you guys master the skin, you don't even need eyeshadow to look that good. So if you want a video with eyeshadow, I can show you. Or should I? Hold on, let me think it. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Alright, so now clean up your lips. Clean up your lips, guys. And then I'm going in with the Cure Beauty lip liner. Oh, these are so good. So good. It's actually a set of 3 lip liners. It's called the Cure Beauty Sexy Lip Liner Kit. It's a set of 3 lip liners. One is like chestnut by MAC. So one is like a brown, nude brown lip liner, like a brown lip liner. One is like one like corks, and one is like a little lighter, you know. And then the other one is like darker. Like, so it's 3 different shades of brown basically. And I like to put powder on my lips because it's gonna help to prime it and make the lips last longer. And to line my lips, you can seal the lips and just take your time and follow the natural lip line. But I like to go half out of the lip line, half on the lip line to kind of create a plump effect. So basically half the liner should be on the line and half should be off the line. So it's like you're overlining just the top region, just like here. That's it. So just this M region from here to here to here. And then for the rest, I just follow the lip line. I stay within the lip line, like on the actual lip line. Oh, that looks so good. Stop playing with me. What shade was that? Beautiful Badass. Yeah, that's so nice. Ooh, you see? Yeah. My products are so good. Trust me. Alright, so now we're gonna go in with some Cure Beauty gloss. Wait, let me think. What do I feel like using? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Cure Beauty lipstick, melted lipstick. So it's a set of 3, because as you can tell, I like 3s. I like sets because it's value for money. So it's a set of 3. It's like melted lipstick, so nice. So it's like have a lipstick with like a sheeny texture to it. Very nice, and it comes with 3 nude shades. So one is like a nudie pink, one is like a brownie nudie. And one is like a one is like a brownie nudie, one is like a pinky nudie that's like, you know, not too light, and the other one is like a nudie pink that's like lighter. So this is a nudie pink that's lighter. Look, come on, like, come on, because basically y'all sometimes have a hard time like finding out like nudes. So I just put together 3 nudes for you. So if you want to do a light pink, you got a light pink. If you want to do a pink that is not so light, like a more neutral in between, yeah, so just get that in. So good. Where'd I put it? I want to apply some more. Here it is. Oh, so you notice what I did there? I kind of used this brush. This is the Morphe Eye Packer brush. So just any little tiny brush or lip brush. And I kind of just softened out the lip line. Like I kind of blended out the lip line to mesh into the lipstick in the center. Yes. See, I just added more. This looks so good. This looks so good. This looks so good. This looks so good. Alright, cool. Now, don't ask me why I'm putting Vaseline on top. Because as I said, the drugstore lip glosses, they're not working for me right now. I have to use lip oil. My lip oil done. So I'm just putting some Vaseline on top. That was dumb. So put lip gloss on top of the Sexy Lipstick Melt. Oh, did I tell you the shade? So that one that I was using, that particular shade from this set, is called Party with Barbie. Because look at it, it's like the perfect Barbie pink. Now, I'm trying to think. Should we do some eyeshadow? Or should we just focus on the skin in this video? I don't know what to do. So maybe I'll do the eyes and make it another video. No, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna just give y'all everything. I'm gonna give you my all today. My all, okay? Alright, cool. So P. Louise, big up to P. Louise, because they really ate with these palettes. This is called the Bridal Series palette. Let me tell you something. Like, look at this. Look at how many different eyeshadows you get. So you get shimmery eyeshadows, you get matte eyeshadows that are neutral, and you get, these are creams. Isn't that so crazy? Like, this product is so me. Like, P. Louise made it, but this is so me. Like, if I was into selling eyeshadows, I would have definitely thought of something like this. But big up to P. Louise. They sent me this, and I put the code down below. I tell you, I'm not going to promote no garbage now. This is a really good palette. Like, if you love neutral colors, or if you're a makeup artist, you love to play makeup, you love eyeshadows, you love neutrals, value for money. And you're going to get some money off using my code. So, definitely need this. It's called the Bridal Series. Like, baby, like, come on. Sorry, guys. Cream shades, matte shades, shimmer shades. Alright, cool. So now, let me get some brushes. Alright, so first thing you need to understand, when it comes on to eyeshadow blending, you need to understand two brushes. You need a brush like this, an eye blender brush. As I told you, eye blender brushes or eyeshadow blending brushes, same thing. They're fluffy at the top. They come up like this. They're long and they come up like this, fluffy towards the tail, like this. You see? Yeah. So this is the M331 eye blender brush from Morphe. Yeah, and that's what we need. So so you need to understand you need this brush, because what we're going to use this brush to do is blend in the crease. See? This is how you blend the crease. And then you need to know this next brush. And this is called an eye packer brush or an eye shader brush. Because it doesn't matter, even if you don't get this, even if you don't have these particular brushes, or you don't plan to get them because you already have some, just look at the brush and use something that looks like it. Because the different brush types is standard. They all look the same. It's just from different brands. So this is an eye packer brush or an eye shader brush, and you use this to apply eyeshadow on your eyelid. So once you understand those two things, those are the two brushes that you need to understand for eyeshadow, like the most basic simple one. Eyeshadow blending brush, eye packer or eye shader brush. Okay, one for the crease, one to pat on eyeshadow on the lid. That's it. I have hooded eyes. I have beautiful hooded eyes. So when I open my eyes, the eyeshadow might go a little missing, but that's okay. You know, we need love too. And yeah, so those are the two basic things you need to understand. Now, the next thing you need to understand about eyeshadow is when you're starting to blend, in your crease with the eyeshadow, with your eye blending brush, you must not go with a super dark color first. Always start with something we call a transition color. So it usually is something that's kind of warm, kind of orangey, kind of yellowy. This color is beautiful. This one is 24. See, I love that. They just kept the names, they just kept the names simple for the different eyeshadows. So this is shade 24. And basically what we're doing is we're just going to go back and forth in the crease region. And how to know where the crease is when you push your the end of your brush onto your eyelid, feel for the crease. So it's above your eye socket right here. That's where you know your crease is. For many people, you'll see the bone, and right beneath the bone, that's where you know. But for me, because I have beautiful, you know, fat eyelids, you can't see, so I have to kind of press in to tell. But yeah, basically, so you just want to blend right there in that crease region, underneath the brow bone here. See, right in the above the socket of the eye, and you go back and forth. But here's the thing, I love y'all so much. I want y'all to learn so much. Okay, so the thing is, you want to be pressing directly into the brush, into the crease like this. So don't be doing this or this. Try to blend directly onto the crease. So say if this was the crease, try to blend directly on it like this, not like this, not like, directly on it. And then you want to be gentle. It should feel like a feather, like literally it should tickle your eyelids. The moment you start to press in too much, you're on your own, because it's not me teaching you, because it's not gonna look good. So that's 24, and we just go gentle in the crease. Make sure to tap off excess though. Tap off excess so that it don't like fall all over the beautiful makeup. But we're blending, so we should be able to brush some makeup away. So say if you're doing eyeshadow and you already have on makeup under your eyes, you can just bake a bit. Just apply a bit of loose powder right under your eyes to the end of your eyes, so that if any makeup fall off, you can just brush it away and it won't like mess up anything. You see? Wow, this looks so good. I'm so glad I decided to do this. Now we move to the next eye, right in the crease region. Try to blend directly, pointing in. If you can't point directly in because it feels weird, you can bend it a bit like this, but not too much, you know. Try to press in directly as much as possible. And as I said, light as a feather. You should just be tickling it. And just watch as you blend. You'll see it looks so good. The gentler you are, you won't see harsh lines. Once you start to blend really harsh, you got to start to see harsh lines, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, how do I fix this? I don't know, girl, because I didn't tell you to blend so harsh. And then whatever is left on the brush, you can just bring it like this into the front of the brow, because now we're just meshing the eyeshadow into the eyebrow. You see, just into the front, just a little bit. And it should just be a transition color. It shouldn't be anything too crazy. And now we have a beautiful transition color. That's so pretty. Now if you want to add more depth, you know, more color, we can go in with something darker. So this is number 36. This is like a dark brown. And guys, use colors for your skin tone. So obviously I'm using colors that will like pop against my skin tone. You have to do the same. So say if you're like a dark skin tone, probably a transition color, your first color that you're going to use, it's probably going to be something like this, or if you're even darker, like this. Okay, so just adjust the colors depending on. This is why it's good to have palettes like this, like have the Artist Essential powder palette, the bar blush palette, so you have different shades, so you can be versatile, so you can like really follow along. Because if you don't have that many stuff, it's going to be harder for you to achieve what I'm doing, because you don't have that many products to begin with. So just get palettes. It's more value for money, and you can play and practice more. Simple. Okay, cool. So I'm going to be using 36, and I'm just going to go back in the same crease region, and I'm going to take my time. But this time I'm only going to be blending the outer half of the eye, okay? The outer half of the crease, and then I'm also going to bring it right onto the end of the eyelid. So this is your eyelid, this is your crease. Yeah. So here's the next thing though, like if y'all wanna because I know some of y'all gonna be going back to the video over and over again, that's lovely. If you want to do your brows and then go to your eyes, you can do that. So you can fast forward after the brows and go to do the eyes. You can just literally put a piece of tape towards the end of the eye like this, right underneath the eye, you know, because what that is going to do is create a nice sharp line at the edge. That's a really good tip too, so you can do that. But if you're at this point in your makeup, you know, you're gonna be fine too. But here's the thing, they say that when you do your eyeshadow after your face, it makes you move faster. Because sometimes people be overthinking eyeshadow when they don't have on any makeup, and it's so true. Because to be honest with you, when I'm doing eyeshadow without my face done, I feel like it looks so dumb. I'm like, what the hell is this? But now that my face is done, it looks so pretty. So I'm not gonna lie, you see, I'm learning something just by teaching you guys. I always knew that, you know, you'll move faster with eyeshadow doing it after, but now I'm realizing that eyeshadow is really pretty on me, and I can see more definition and everything now that my face is done. So yeah, so basically I just got the darker color in the outer half, so it's like you're doing like this, like a C. So half the C, the top part of the C is in the crease, and the bottom half of the C is at the end of the eyelid. Okay, and that looks so good. Oh my god. And remember that concealer that we used on the hair that was either one shade lighter or matching our skin tone? Do you see how it just gives a nice pop? The cleanness, because we cleaned up. Yeah, everything is coming together beautifully. Now here's the next thing, because I know that some of you guys, it's fine, you're gonna tell me, oh, there's like it looking streaky, it's looking very streaky. That's fine. I'm taking another of the same eyeshadow blending brush. But this one is called the Eye Blender brush M332. Guys, don't get too caught up on what brush this is. Unless you see me using a brush and you're like, oh my god, I love it. Like the Mario F4 brush. A lot of you guys are like, listen, that brush is tea, because you see what it can do. But for the most part, don't be like so hell-bent on brushes, products. You're just gonna get confused. But there's some people that love that type of information. That's what I'm telling you. But focus more on the technique and seeing how the brush is shaped and stuff like that. Okay? So if you have streaks in your eyeshadow, you just want to go for a clean brush, so another eye blending brush, so one that is long with a dome shape and fluffy at the end, and you just want to go right towards the edge where you see the unblended line, and you just go in tiny circles. Okay, tiny circles directly where you see the line where it's unblended. My eyeshadow is not unblended at all, but this is for if you see that. Okay. And the brush has to be clean, because it's going to act as an eraser and help to blur out your errors. Okay, so very important. I'm just adding a bit more because I just love the way how this look. Okay, cool. That look lovely. Now the next step is to put eyeshadow. I pray say I find the eyeshadow brush fast enough, because I put it down and I don't remember what I did with it. Hold on. My honeys. Jaja. Why does this always happen? Hold on, guys. Oh, here it is. It wasn't my last. Okay. Cool. So now for the eyeshadow, I want a light color, because I want to open up my eyelid more. I want my eyelid to show more. So I'm gonna go for like a lighter color, but I think I want to do like a pinkish color. So I'm gonna do like this color, this pink. Matte pink. But here's the thing, when you're patting on matte colors, when you're doing matte colors, you have to pat them, because if you don't, it will look streaky. Okay, so basically you're just patting the eyeshadow on the eyelid. So for me, if you're just looking with my eyes open, you will just see I only have this much showing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my eyes, because I have hooded eyes, and I'm going to apply the eyeshadow up to the point, up to the crease. Okay, so if you don't have hooded eyes, it should be simple for you. So basically the eyelid is a region of the eye that is right there up onto the point where you get to the crease. So you just pat it until you get to the crease, and where the crease is, where you have the transition color, just stop there. Okay, with my man and my money and my money and my man. Somebody passing playing gin and juice. That's a really good song. Oh, today's Sunday. I want to be on a boat. I really, really love the water, guys. Okay, cool. So now I'm just patting on. That pink is so pretty. Oh! So even though it's pink, it doesn't look too pink. Like you can barely see that it's like a very pale pink, very pretty. And basically, guys, that's eyeshadow. Now the next thing I would do is just bring some of that pink to the front of the eye, because that's gonna look really pretty. Oh, this pink is called number 2. I'm not gonna lie, I get palette. get the palette. Or you can wait till Black Friday. I'm sure they're gonna have hella sales. Or wait, hold on. Tomorrow's a holiday. So that means you probably can get a discount for this as well. Additional discount. So that's what that looks like, guys. That's our eyeshadow. And then for eyeliner, if you guys don't know how to use liquid eyeliners, I don't want to stress yourself out about it. We're just going to use, I'm just going to be using today, watcha? Do I even have that? Hold on, guys. Yeah, so if you don't know how to apply liquid eyeliner, don't worry. Just use a pencil one. You probably want to shorten it. Don't know where shorten is right now. But basically, you just want to pull the skin, look in the mirror, and just apply this cream eyeliner on the lash line. Keep it as low as possible, especially if you have small eyelid region, keep it low. Ooh, this is pretty. Right, so it doesn't matter if you start in the middle or if you start at the back or the front. I don't do too much in the front because the space at the front of my eyelids is very small, so I don't want to do it and then the eyeliner takes over the whole space. So I like to just focus mine from the middle to the tail, but you know, if you have more eye space, you can start in the front too. But keep it on the lash line, okay? Oh my god, that looks so good. See, so you don't need to be doing a whole bunch of complicated things like all the time. That's pretty. Oh, this is really nice. This eyeliner is called Cappuccino number 12, and it's the Sephora 12-hour colorful crayon contour pencil. Yeah, so Sephora 24-hour pencil in the color Cappuccino. It's like a glittery brown. So pretty. And it's so funny because the only reason why I used it was because it was the first thing I could find. But yeah, and then you can go ahead and apply some eyeliner underneath the eyes. Oh my god, I never do this. I'm really stepping out of my comfort zone today. I'm loving this energy that I have today. So for me, because my eyes are small, I'm not going to put it in the waterline, which is the white region here when you pull your skin down. I'm just going to be applying it right here by the lash line instead. So not in, but on the lash line, if that makes sense. That's going to keep my eyes open. And then I'm just going to go to the next eye and do the same thing. Now, if you have regular size eyes, you can put it in your lash line. But my eyes are kind of small, so I don't want that. I mean, if you have like normal size eyes or bigger eyes, you can put the eyeliner in your waterline. Yeah, but for me, as I said, I don't want to do that because my eyes are kind of smaller naturally. And because I want to keep my eyes wide, I'm not going to apply it in the front because I don't want to close up the eye. But if you want, you can do that too. You can apply it right through. But for me, I'm altering the makeup to go with my features, okay? Oh my god, were you guys seeing my brow the whole time? Cool, that looks good. You know what I do want to add? Dealing with a body, of course. Yeah, you're dealing with the boss. Hold on. I don't see it. I wanted to apply some nude eyeliner in my waterline, but I think I left those in Jamaica. I don't have them. I don't think I've, which is so odd. I don't have them here with me, but that's fine. Cool. Now the next thing is we're gonna add some blush. So I already told you I really love to use this brush for blush. I wonder how long I've been recording now. Yeah, I love to use this brush for blush, and this is the Real Techniques 402 brush, and I'm going to be using the K Beauty Bar Blush Palette version 2. And I love this because you guys keep asking me about volume 1. Volume 1, the 3 of the best colors are from volume 1 are in this palette. So you're getting the best of volume 1 plus additional niceness, okay? So these 3 colors were in volume 1. This, and this. These 3. And these 3 are new. And this is because blush is meant for me. I love blush that is really soft, really feminine, blush that don't look like you're trying too hard. I don't love a shocking super bright color blush, so that's why. But here's the thing, let me go in the same brush I used to apply my bronzer, because I'm gonna go and get this color. This is called Snatch Honey, and I'm going to be adding more dimension to my face. Now look at that. Do you see the warmth that it just adds? I'm telling you, this is the dimension that you need that's gonna bring your makeup to really look top tier. Like, these are the little steps, like I'm trying to tell you. So always add this bronzer first, before you go with the blush. And here's the thing, this blush is, let me teach you how to use this palette now. Say if you're darker than me, okay? What I want you to do is to mix in Snatched Honey, this color, with any of the colors to get the pink that you want, okay? So don't be worried if you feel like you're super dark and you're like, oh, what to do? No, I made it this way for a reason. Mix the Snatched Honey into your peachy blush. Mix the Snatched Honey into your pinky blush. You will get the perfect pink for you or the perfect peach for you if you do that, I'm telling you. All right, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is, I think I'm going to do pinky blush today. So I'm going to be going into Sweet Girl K, and I'm going to show you what I mean by mixing the color. Because I know y'all love this damn pink blush situation. Like, I've been doing blush like this for so long. Now everybody want to go crazy. Like, come on, you guys need to keep up. We've been doing this. Like, we're ready to move to another thing now. Y'all not ready to move to the next thing? No, y'all not. So basically, you notice how I'm baking and I'm applying the blush. And I like this brush because it keeps the blush saturated exactly where I need it. Now, where I apply the blush is literally right by the end of the eye. Right by the end of the eye in this region here. So the same place where I apply the liquid blush is where I apply the blush. The only difference is that you're bringing the blush closer to the eye. You see? And we keep it more like here. Yeah, so the outer eye region here, like up to the brow, like, yeah. Now don't be afraid to really blend in this blush into your under eye bake, because that's what's going to really create that look, because this is why y'all come here. I know why y'all come here. Y'all love this blush. Y'all love the way I do blush. I know, I already know. Some of y'all used to book me just because of blush, which is crazy to me. I'm joking. I'm just teasing y'all. I appreciated you guys so much as clients. But yeah, so basically that's what you do. And I'm just going back in with the brush that I used to apply the Snatched Honey, which is this bronzy color here. Just make sure the pink is blended into the bronzy blush. Because if you just have that pink alone, it's not gonna look right. You have to have balance. I can't tell you. So you have to blend the pink into the bronzer color. So get this palette. Now, if you're darker, look, this is what I mean. Blend the pink into this color. Look at what it does. Look at what it does. Don't you see that it's still pink? It just got brighter. Do you see that? Do you see that? I'm trying to tell you guys I'm an artist. I know what I'm doing, guys. You just have to follow my lead. See? And I don't want to make it darker and darker, because if I keep adding this color, it's going to make it too dark for me. But basically, that's how it's done. So I'm just going to go ahead and just balance out this side so that they kind of match. Yeah, because I use this palette for all skin tones of people. Dark skin, it don't make no difference. Just add more of this one into it, okay? Damn, I made my blush too dark now. I don't like when my blush is... I personally don't love when my blush is looking so dark. It looks beautiful and I love it. But I personally just like when it's like more of a lighter, like softer pink. So I'm just going to try my best to bring it back to that soft pink. Now some of y'all gonna be in the comments, that's too much blush. Well, the reason why it's too much blush is because I was demonstrating something, okay? And if you don't like the blush, that's fine, babes. Makeup is an art. It's preference. Do it the way you like it. See, I'm adjusting it to how I like it. Oh, I forgot. See, I have this super soft color here. This color is really good. If you want an under eye pink, if you want to use a powder that's pink, you can literally set with this. And this color will really help you to mesh the under eye color into the blush. So you can use this as a transition color to go from your under eye blush in under eye bake, your under eye concealer color into the blush. That's what this is for. Also, this is for my fair skin girlies, okay? Because don't get me wrong, we don't discriminate over here, okay? So there's some very light skinned people that like blush. I want them to be able to enjoy my blush. I have a sister, she's very light skinned, she's very fair skinned. She can use this color and get away with it. That's how fair skinned she is. So that's what it's for, okay? It's for everybody. Yep, and that's my blush. I think I'm pleased with that. Now, to brush off the bake, you can do one of two things. You can just clean off the same brush. Just clean it out, and then you just go ahead and unbake like this. You see, and I just gently sweep, gently sweeping, and you see all the moisturizing that we did, the spray that we did, is really making the makeup look scrumdiddlycious, in the words of, what's her name? Uche Natori. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna get some highlighter. Hold on. Like what's going on? Hold on. Okay, let me pause the video because I have to find this thing. If I can find the remote. Okay guys, I'm back. And now I'm grabbing, oh, this is the K-Beauty Pro Highlighter Palette. Sun Jewels Highlighter Palette. Oh, let me change my battery, guys. My battery's about to die. Sorry. Yeah, so this brush is the Morphe M63. See, I'm saying the wrong thing. This is the Morphe 363 eyeliner brush. Yeah, so it's an eyeliner brush. It just looks like an angled brush, but it's very thin and small. Because when I apply the highlighter, I'm going to get this one. This one is called Champagne Aurora. Aurora, I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah. It's like some pretty thing where it's like a whole bunch of lights in the sky. Yeah, so it's like a pink color. And I'm just going to get some on the bridge of the nose. And I like to do this with a small brush because it gives more definition and really, really, really helps to snatch up your nose, especially in pictures. When you look in the mirror, I'm like, ooh. Like, your nose is going to be snatched, baby. And then we're going to get some at the front of the eye as well. I love that look. You can get some on the cheekbone if you want. Let's get a little bit on the cheekbone, just right here. Just right here. The end regions here. If you want, you can get some highlighter on the forehead. I love that look because it's going to make your skin look so healthy and glowy, gorgeous. Love that look. And then I'm going to spray my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Spray. Let that dry. And when it comes down to eyelashes, I love y'all, but we're gonna have to do that in another video if you're a real beginner, because the eyelashes is like one of them things where it's just like, it's not necessarily hard, but it takes a lot of practice to get it down pat, right? So I'm gonna do eyelashes. I'm probably gonna cut the eyelash part out of this clip and show you in another video how to do it. But yeah. Alright, so now the lashes is on. Now the lash is on. If you want that tutorial, let me know, because I just recorded it for you. If you want to see the video, I can post it in a separate video, because it's like a whole next thing. And then I want to go in and spray a super like setting mist. So you don't want to use the one size Until Dawn spray, which is really good, but I ran out. Or you want to use this more affordable one. It's from L'Oreal Infallo. I don't love the texture of this one so much, but it really does help to make the makeup stay. So you can just mist this. I don't want to mist it right now, but definitely get that on top. Say one size Until Dawn spray or your L'Oreal spray. I don't want to because I'm probably going to wash this off when I'm done. I do have somewhere to go though. I need to meet my mom somewhere. She's wanting me to go to some event with her. So I could keep my makeup on. I'm going to decide if I want to keep it on or if I want to wash it off. But yeah, so that's on. Now the last thing I love to do is get some of this lash primer. I've been using this for years, like literally. This brand. So this is MAC Falls Lashes Maximizer, and it's basically like a lash primer. So it's going to be white, and you're going to apply it on like mascara. And it's basically just going to help to thicken up the lash and make your mascara more long wearing. And it's basically just going to make your lashes look thicker and longer, which I love because I love a doll look. I love when my lashes look plentiful. And then I'm just gonna go in with my mascara. This one is from Smashbox. I love it, love it, love it. Super fan. I think this is the best mascara. The best mascara because this one is not waterproof, but it does not smudge. And when it's time for you to come home and wash it off, it comes off very easily. When you start to wash your face, it comes off easily. However, when you're out, it doesn't budge. Like you have to add like soap to really get it off. But so basically it's easy to wash off when you want it to wash off and won't leave you looking like a raccoon, but then it doesn't move throughout the day. So which I think is like very interesting how it does that without being waterproof, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I just apply some mascara on the bottom lashes just by swiveling it in the air. So this might take a bit of practice. You kind of will mess up a bit. So don't try to like feel for the skin. Okay, you're just trying to swivel it in the air and just make it just kind of brush against the lashes. Because once you try to like feel for the skin, you're gonna mess up. And basically, honeys, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was very informative, and please comment down below if you enjoyed the video and let me know what other video you'd like to see me record. Mwah! Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and see you in the next video.